Hey everybody, Rusty here with Rusty Vintage Cards. Hope everyone had an awesome weekend. I have what should be a pretty quick video to share. This is just showing some card pickups that I have acquired over the last couple of months. These are items that I have not shown on my channel before. So just a mix ranging from pre-war all the way up to the boom era cards or junk wax or whatever you want to call them. So you can also see I'm in a different background here again, and we are still, me and my family are still in this rent house as we're building our house. So in a couple of months, I'll have a new room to be sharing videos from. Until then, I make the videos wherever I can. So to start off with, I have a 1936 Goudy Wide Pen Premium Rick Farrell, Hall of Famer. Awesome image. These 1936 Goudy wide pens are, I think, a good buy. They're relatively inexpensive, for, most of them, and the photography is just amazing on these. Blank backs. Then I have another wide pen premium, 1936, Ducky Medwick, another Hall of Famer, and look at the shot on that. Just a cool pose. Looks like he's about to pick out a bat. Ducky Medwick. Member of the Gas House Gang. Show both of these together. I do plan to send these off and get them graded at some point. I don't expect them to be high grades, but that's not the point with these. I just think they'll look cool in the tuxes. Yesterday I went to a card show in Glenpool, Oklahoma, which is just south of Tulsa, and not a huge show, but it's one that I hadn't been to before. It was free admission, so why not? I took my oldest, Luke, and I didn't find anything too extravagant that I picked up, too expensive, but although I did see some vintage there, if I would have had a bigger budget yesterday, there could have been a card or two that I would have purchased. But I did just pick up a few smaller items, all from the 80s and 90s. Have a 1990 score Frank Thomas. Classic, $1 or $2 card. First round draft pick. I had this card, I sold it for probably $1 or $2 and thought, you know, I want to add that one back into the collection. Have a 1986 Topps Will Clark rookie, sorry for the glare. 1986 Topps traded. Shout out Brent Richards. He did a video on Will Clark and Nolan Ryan talking about Will Clark's first major league hit, which was a home run off of Nolan Ryan, which is just awesome. But I've never owned this card. Will Clark was one of my guys that I collected when I was a kid. So happy to have it. Topps traded, Will Clark. Another card that I never owned. I have some Barry Bonds rookies, but I've never owned his 86 Topps, and that is another classic. Topps traded. Happy to add that one. And lastly, 1989 Topps traded, Ken Griffey Jr. This is not really even a card that I had on my list, but you know, when you see something at a card show and it stands out and you go, this, you know, for $9 or $10. I bought those as a package deal, so something like that. I figured why not. It's a really nice looking card of him. Rookie card. All right, now I have oversized item. Try to avoid the glare here. This is a 1947 to 1950 Yankees photo pack of Phil Rizzuto. You can get these things pretty inexpensively, just really not much money at all. And this thing is just perfect, just about perfect condition. So it's an early item of Phil Rizzuto. I'd been looking at some different cards of his and thought, you know, that photo pack is just really cool. It isn't expensive, so happy to have that one. And lastly, A couple of, I don't know, maybe a month and a half ago, I was recording the video along with J Average Vintage Collector, doing the White Sox episode where Aaron Value Vintage and Jason Everyday Card Collector, they were both on that episode. And after we recorded, we were just talking about different things, and I mentioned I just picked up a Butterfinger, 1934 Butterfinger. And I told him which one it was, and he mentioned a couple of things about the item, and he said, yeah, I had that one on my watch list. So pumped to have this 1934 Lefty Grove Butterfinger. It's in pretty good condition. Again, sorry for the glare, but this is my first Butterfinger card or item, whatever you want to call it, and I am pumped to add this to the collection. Here's the back, a little bit of staining there, but otherwise just really in good shape. Such a cool item, and I'm glad I snagged it when I did before somebody else did. Obviously, there were other people in the community, at least one in the YouTube community, who was already watching it, along with several others that were on the watch list. So, 1934 Butterfinger Lefty Grove. Well, that's what I have for you guys. Just a quick video. I'll see you next time.